I'm back. Hello. Welcome. Hello. Hello. Yellow. What's going on? We are back to the diggy dig. We're going to turn back on our block sounds because it's kind of unsettling not hearing any kind of sound while you're vrooming along. You're taking out the world. Oh, I don't like that. Don't like the soundlessness of it all. It's not great. Anywho, we're gonna get back to the digging here, and we have, in fact, come across a little bit of a snafu. That being this awful, awful water that Minecraft has added into the game, which is almost as bad as Phantoms. If Phantoms offered some kind of challenge, again, great. Does not. This also does not. So, in my opinion, which, you know, I am only one person, been playing the game for 15 years, so my opinion really is not that valid. But in my opinion, two of the worst things that they've ever added into Minecraft. And just to have a top 3 random lava pockets in the nether. All those 3 things are garbage. Lack of a better term, garbage. Alright, let's go ahead and just get rid of this bad boy as much as we can. We're going to do it layer by layer using a block that I can instant mine again, such as dirt, such as diorite, whichever, it doesn't matter. Both work just fine at getting rid of whatever's here. So we're going to continue that and do that, that, and that. Yep. Alright. Got it, depending on how deep this water extrusion is here for us. It's going to take an added amount of time to dig this out from the surface all the way to the bottom, but I think that we can make it through. With our newfound pickaxes and spending those 20 minutes getting ourselves a brand new pick, as well as repairing 7 or 8 additional ones, that's pretty a big deal, right? Pretty big deal. We should really start be using fortune as well, so that we can get more coal, get more copper, and thus we have more to smelt. Let's get rid of this. We want at least room for 3 because it's great. It is just a very, very nice block to have, honestly. Even if we have zero intention of using it, it is a hard to come by block. You can't get unlimited of it. Well, I guess you really can't. You can't really get unlimited of it. No, wait, yeah, you can, because you can just grow the trees, right? But naturally occurring at the very least, you cannot get unlimited, and that makes me really sad because it's such a pretty block. Alright, let's go ahead and just build our wall here. That way we know, hey, this is as far as we need to come, and any water on the other side is really not our problem, at the very least until someone decides to expand this project. Then it is in fact our problem again, but hopefully we don't we avoid that very soon here. So we'll see. It's all up to you to you know, pick what you want me to work on, essentially, but I've tried to give you as many options as I possibly can, and I'm constantly adding more things that you can do, things that you can just say, noises and such like that. That's coming next. I'm still working on the details of it, getting the stream fully transferred over to the new OBS. Well, not new, but new adjacent, I guess. The one I haven't used at all, basically. Because I would love to set up a bunch of little noise effects for you guys to do. And there will be absolutely 150, 1,000% no creeper noises, because My heart can't deal with it. Just can't. We already get creeper explosions consistently here, so I don't want to add to that. So there will be none of those. However, I do want to add a lot of noises in my ear for just me being silly, being goofy, and just doing a couple of voices. I think that will be nice. In addition, you obviously have the capability to interact with the world if you see so fit, but I want to have both. I want to have options so that if you don't want to interact with the world, you can, try to bug me, try to annoy me, try to do anything like that. And if contrary, you don't want to try to annoy me, you can then just do the latter. Alright, let's get all of this. Let's just knock it out here. Got another layer of water. I really hope that this is the last of it, though, because I don't want to deal with these water anymore. But with any luck, once we get through this little patch here, we will be good as gold. Don't have to worry about it for the rest of the digging here. That would be great. That would be very, very nice if it works out in that manner anyway. Okay. Okay. So, got a lot of... Oh, I forgot to check our stats. We should take a look at that and see where we're at now. Now it seems like a good time as any. Let's go to items, mined, 191,000 stone, 82,000 dirt, and 50,000 dirt. It's crazy. I don't recall what numbers these were at, but they had to be up there. And diorite and granite, notice, aren't even on that list, right? Like, you didn't see them? Oh, no. 13,000 granite, 13,000 andesite, 14,000 diorite, 13,000 deep slate. So, it's starting to get up there. We've just crossed, that's probably like 300,000 blocks, give or take. All total right there. So, we're starting to get up there in sheer amount of blocks that we have mined. And that's pretty cool, actually. I love seeing that number grow over time and just the things that we erect with it. Seems cool. And obviously we have just a plethora of ingredients and materials all waiting for us patiently in our chest system. But we'll get there. We will use many, many, many blocks. Don't you worry. Even blocks you think, hey, he's not going to use those. We're going to use them. Alright. Alright. Boop. Alright, let's just fill in this hole once and for all here. That way we can just keep digging. We don't have to pause every single layer. And that will make things much, much nicer for us. We don't quite have enough, though, it appears. We'll have to use some dirt. It's fine. Perfect. And then let's just go ahead and dig out the dirt first so that we don't have to worry about it. And now we should be able to just continue down this road going to the bottom. Not of the world, but pretty close down to our end portal at the very least. I think this is one project we may actually be able to finish very soon. Our very first project. I don't know. I don't know if it's the one we should be finishing first, but, you know, why not? Does it really matter which project gets finished as long as a project gets finished? I don't think so. Yeah, obviously we would love it if that was the Isles of Scalos, or if that was our fairy warrior encampment, but those are much bigger projects than this, so are going to take a little bit more time than this. So I do feel like we should start with something small, something easy, so we can kind of get our mindset on like, ooh, I finished something, right? And then we'll go back to working on those difficult projects where we have tons of color palettes and many different houses and styles and, you know, all of that stuff. I think that's the way to do it. Now, the only thing that's going to suck about this is we're not going to be able to gain any XP, because any XP that we are able to gain is going to go directly back into our pickaxes because they all have mending. Our tools have mending. Our armor all has mending. So every little bit of coal, even though it feels like we're gaining XP, we're not. All going to go directly into the pick, which is going to go directly into the ground in the result of just digging out a massive hole. Okay. I wish I could have like a counter on my screen that just like showed how many layers left there are. And I'm sure I could figure something out like that to do like a basic countdown timer of like how many more layers we have. But I am not that qualified. Rather, I don't want to exert the effort to try to figure out how to do something like that. How to have it auto do it, and so we don't have to adjust it every single layer, you know. Lazy here. So if we could figure out something to do it for us every single time, that would be amazing. And who knows, maybe I will look into something of that caliber at some point. Not today, but at some point, maybe, just maybe, we'll figure that out. And that will be really, really nice for us. Especially when we're doing these big digs, to be able to see just how much you have left at any given time. I think that would really help, because you could see, like a visible goal of, hey, this is where we're trying to get to. So I think that would be very, very nice. And the more I say it, the more I'd really want to see if that is something that's feasible, because it just sounds super cool. Super, super cool. And I think once we get to that layer there, we'll finish digging out that little slice. We'll go to the end. We'll dig out that little slice. And then we know exactly where we are in the parameters of both sides. And that we'll feel like we're getting more accomplished than we actually are, so that is good news. We are starting to get a lot more clay, a lot more rooted dirt, a lot more gravel, which is very, very nice. Like, we're going to use all of this at some point, so don't you worry about it. Don't you freaking worry about it. 100,000 blocks, yeah, baby. As you can see, though, it takes a long, long time to dig out a massive area, right? Dude, don't do that. Scare the crap out of me. Which is crazy, conceiving. There's a couple of people out there who have done like the dirt challenge, like Mog Swamp, who are gonna have to dig out like 50 million blocks or something ridiculous, and that's gonna take like years of his life to dig that many blocks. Like 50 million? Like years. Let's say you did 100,000 a day, right? Every 10 days you get 1,000,000 blocks done. So you could finish in a year and a half, roughly, at that pace. But 100,000 a day is quite a lot of blocks. That's roughly 10 pickaxes that you... No, it's more than 10. It's like... 10 would be about 60,000. So... It's almost 20. That's like 17 pickaxes or so that you'd have to do every single day at just 100,000 a day. Like, doesn't seem like a lot, but 100,000 a day would take you a year and a half at 50 million blocks. That's insanity. That is actually insanity. I can't believe, like, if he fulfills that, that's actually crazy. I know I could never... Like, I did put the challenge out there, but there's no way in hell I could ever mine 50 million blocks. It would be very difficult. It would take us quite a long time because there's no way I could also commit to 100,000 a day. I'd probably commit to like 20,000 a day, which is like 3 pickaxes versus 17 pickaxes. You know, you see the difference here? So it would take us like 4 years. 4 years of mining dirt to get to that point. And then it would probably take us 5 years to place 50 million dirt as well. Like, I don't know if we'd ever place 50 million dirt, but we would have access to it for sure. Which is astronomical to think about. Astra-freaking-nomical. Our goal, if you didn't know, for this particular channel right this second, we are shooting to get 1,000 followers. 1,000. It's not a lot in terms of like what other YouTubers have, but for me that would be a stupid amount of people that are willing to watch my stupid ass just dig some blocks, build some pretty things, kind of thing, and ramble on about random topics at any given moment without warning. That is our goal. I'm hoping to get there, you know, at some point. We don't really have an end date for it. I just would love to get to 1,000. I think that would be a really, really cool thing to do. And, you know, if we get there at some point, we get there. That's great. I would love it. Let's get more copper. Yeah, we're getting tons of copper here. It's crazy. Alright, as you can see, we have got down to the level now where our shelf is, and that is cool. We should probably keep going until this pick is done, though, and then we'll start the little shelves. Oh yeah, no more water here. It's brilliant. Let's do at least one more layer here, see how badly our pickaxe is damaged based on that. And if it's good to go, then we can at least do 1 or 2 more layers, and we'll get to the bottom eventually here. Man, look at all of this copper now that we're using Fortune, though. That is huge. That's humongous. It's fantastic. We need that to complete our roads anyway, because we completely ran out of copper to do our roads. So any that we can get is actually really big for us. Really, really big for us. And we got tons of iron too. Might as well keep it because we can smelt that at the very least, and we don't really have a use for iron, but What did we do with all of our iron anyway? We converted it into blocks. Did we trade it? No. I'm trying to think, what the hell did we do with all of our iron? Like, we had, like, 2 double chests full of it, and then I did something with it. But I don't know what the hell that thing was. I assume we traded it then, right? Dude, again? That's a lot of freaking copper. It appears that we are ready to go down another slice here. We do that when the pickaxe is starting to get a little bit low. We just dig all the way around about to the bottom, and oh, son of a bitch. Yeah, there's water there. We knew that was coming because of the lush cave action, but man, oh man, did we not want it. Thank you. Take the clay. And we'll bury ourselves down through. Perfect. That actually looks okay. I don't know why, but it, like, if you extended this so that it wasn't 2x3 and it was like a 3x3, that would look okay. I like that. Weird, but I like it. Let's just make a staircase. Nah, screw it. Instead of making a staircase, we'll just pillar up every single time. How about that? It's so much easier. All the gravel, all the rooted dirt, the regular dirt, iron, clay, iron, gravel, leaves, garbage, garbage, garbage. Next pickaxe, shall we? Let's take a quick sleep. Some mobs may have spawned in those few moments there of darkness, and yep. Yeah, I was gonna say Hawkeye, but I missed. But I didn't miss. Alright. I don't know. It may be more efficient just to stay the course here and do it all at one time. But I do know that if we do it this way, we're going to have to sit there and grind out all that deep slate in one go. And that's going to suck, but I think no matter which way we do it, we're going to have to mine out that deep slate. So there's no way around it. We might as well just suck it up and do it all together. It'll be awful, but at least it'll be done in a way that is systematic. We won't have to miss anything, and you know, it also just feels better. Like, we started way up there, we're down to here. We've got this little tiny box, and although it is tiny, it's a lot of blocks still. Taking us at least 6 or 7 hours in which to dig out from top to bottom here. Especially because we had to dig through so many layers of deep slate, and that is the worst. We do want the root. Root is very important. We do want the copper. Copper is very important. Probably that many. Probably that many. And if there's any more gravel, we're going to obtain that as well. Guessing you don't like terraforming then. I love terraforming, actually. I just am, there's some cases where I don't allow myself due to the rules that we work with here. I don't like digging it, but I do like placing it. But it's also the reason that I go through a computer mouse, like every 3-ish months. Welcome on in, though, Wolf. Appreciate you being here. See that is your first time. And, yeah, we do some big builds here. We have channel reward points to impact how my world is built. For example, we don't have the reward anymore, but we had one that made it so I had to use whatever palette Twitch chat selected. So over the course of time, Twitch chat gave me my entire palette for one of our builds, and we had to stick to it, which for me was is a very difficult project to work on. Very, very difficult. We did it's not done yet, but we're doing a fairy warrior encampment in which we had to use pinks and oranges and blues all together, and some glazed terracottas in there, and just a weird block palette that we have so far made work. It's only about a quarter of the way done. It is a mega build, but still, I am very proud that we were able to come together and use that terrain. Use all of those blocks that we were given and just had to make them work. And of course I was able to add on because we have to be able to blend. We can't just particularly use that one, but made for a very interesting challenge, and I'm very happy about it. But hopefully today, all things going according to plan, we will actually dig this out and be well on our way to completing our very first project in this world. We have a very bad habit of starting many projects. You prefer digging than doing it creative, but currently I'm building a roleplay, so I have to use creative, and let me tell you, I dislike world edit. You dislike world edit? You're making a role-playing world? Is that, am I understanding correctly? Like you're making a server in which people are able to role-play? So you're building the kingdom? I think that sounds right. But I always like to check for understanding, because you never know. You never know. Roleplay world, but not a server. So, like a map people can download to roleplay on? Custom NPCs? No. I'm afraid I don't follow completely then. Roleplay world. It's not a server. It's not a map that people can download. How would you classify it? When we get down to the all of the stone, I do want to see how many blocks this went up. It was like 190,000, 192,000, 80,000, and like 50,000. Love to see how much that went up. And then all the other blocks were at like 12,000. Like the andesite, granite, and diorite, but one of them was at 14. Regardless. If we can get this done today, as long as people don't redeem any channel points today for like big islands or anything, we should be able to get this dug out today, and that'll be a lot of effort off of my chest, because then we can just focus on the building aspect of it and don't have to do any of the legwork to dig it all out anymore. It'll be dug. We just gotta place a bunch of blocks and then we are good. But You know me, have to have a grand entrance. Welcome to content creation of 2016 Minecraft roleplays. When no one had money necessarily, that's how I would describe it. Okay, I think I do follow with what you're putting down here. I think I understand. That sounds pretty cool. I've done some role-playing in the real life, and that was pretty cool.
A follower approaches.
God.
Welcome to the night crew.
Even though that is my own voice, every time it scares the crap out of me. Every freaking time. I have it set so loud in my ear that it makes me jump every freaking time. Thank you for that follow, though, Mr. Wolf. Or Miss Wolf. Wolf? I don't know. Thank you for that follow. I appreciate it. Scared me and you. Yeah, that's kind of its intention. Literally my Batman voice, but it makes me jump more than like anything in this damn game. I have a whole variety of other alert sounds and such, and I think that's the one that scares me the most. My reaction made you jump. Yeah, that's how it goes. Love it. Yeah, for every single notification, it's me doing some kind of weird voice. Maybe not weird, but a voice that I have created or just tried to emulate. And so each one of them is weird and special. The only one that doesn't work and I have to do manually is the bit one. Like, it makes a noise, but it doesn't do my bit noise for some reason, and I don't know how to fix that, so I'll have to look into that at some point. It's also the notification I like the least is the bit notification. Have you ever made a coffee slushie at one point in your life? Coffee slushie. No, I can't say that I have. I have definitely put alcohol in coffee many a times, specifically like Kahlua or salted caramel vodka or Irish cream whiskey in my coffees, but never a slushie. Do you mean with, like, those slushy cups? Like those ones specifically to make things into slush? It is nighttime. Let me sleep. Thank you. Thank you much. This is what I have created at the moment due to I froze my coffee. It was jarred coffee. Oh. I'm guessing you were trying to have yourself an iced coffee and you froze it too long? Is that what happened to it? Yep. Sounds about right. Honestly, I would just add myself some Kahlua to that, and I'd probably be pretty happy with myself. Hell, you could even like add some ice cream or add some heavy cream, blend it all up in a blender too, and I think with that slush would make a really good concoction of some sort. Really, really good concoction. Can't believe we're still going through rooted dirt. Like, we still have not even got to the cave. The lush cave that is below us here. Which is kind of crazy because I feel like we should have been there a long time ago, but, you know, one layer at a time. We'll get there. Once I'm 21, I'll try it. That's fair. My me, myself, and I partied way harder before 21 than I ever did after 21. Like, I think by an early age of, like, 18, 17, I was, like, done. Like, I had my fill of drinking and partying and all of that nonsense. So, like, when I was finally 21, I was like, I don't really care because I've been drinking for so long. It wasn't the experience of like, no, I will never try that beforehand. Not a good example. I'm just saying that is the case here. Ooh, I think I hear a spider spawner, which we'll definitely not use. Like, if it shows its face in here, we're definitely breaking it, but would be kind of cool to have if it was just outside of it. That way we could maybe get a little bit of XP while we dug. You chosen not to do this due to self-esteem with people. That is fair. That is very, very fair. And people, when they drink, are entirely different people, too. You have the calm, collective people. You have the anxious, paranoid people. You have the people that are hungry, the people that want to go on adventures. But then you also have, like, the belligerent cunts that just are angry and assholes while they are inebriated and not jovial. So, like, definitely do it at your own risk, and there's a reason why it is regulated so heavily by the government. Because it is a drug. Although many people do not classify it as a drug, it is a drug. It alters your state of mind, and it impairs your ability to make decisions and your reflexes to act on those decisions. So, like, it absolutely is. It absolutely is. Although it's a legal one, it is still, it's probably one of the worst in the country right now. Or at least in the Americas. Well, at least North America. I don't know. I can't speak for South America, but can't speak for them. Damn, this pick's already almost broke. What's crazy is we've literally almost broken 2 pickaxes already, and I don't feel like I am very close to the bottom. A VR chat bartender. Convince them to drink water. It's a noble quest. Noble cause. Yeah, there's, you never know what you're gonna get to. You never know. There's just so many different things that can happen with it that you really just never know what you're gonna get. I think we're gonna have to go through at least 3 more pickaxes to get to the bottom here, which is not terrible, but it's not great either. And where is this lush cave? Because we're gonna have to drain out all of its water again too, which I really don't want to do, but we will. 53, huh? I guess let's just dig. Can we make it down, you think? Let's just dig all the way and hope that our pickaxe doesn't break. Oh, I forgot about the lush cave here. Alright, let's fill this in right this moment. Fill this in so we don't have to deal with it once we get here. Let's do that. Why is there cobble here? Oh. Duh. Let's get rid of all this water before we continue digging down. Ooh, and there is a bunch of fish that spawn in here, which is interesting. That means... Oh, yeah, they do spawn in lush caves. Duh. Duh. Let's just spend the time right this second, get rid of this water, because I really just don't want to deal with it. Right now or ever again. Boom, boom. Okay, and... I'm so sorry, fish. You're about to get trapped. You're about to get real trapped here, buddies. I advise that you hold your breath and just hope for the best here. I have confined them to a 1-block gap, so there will be a tiny bit of water. They will survive for a little bit longer before their ultimate demise down here. Once we get there, rather. Alright, now we should be able to continue going. Yeah, and we still have this many layers to get down here. It's crazy. Still that many layers. Like, I don't know how many layers that is, but it feels like a lot still. Alright, next pickaxe. Let's go ahead, pillar up here. It's a big base, or a big thing that we're working on here, but small in the grand scheme of us. 13 to 25? Possibly. We got our granite, and we are just going to toss all of these blocks onto the ground because I just don't give a damn about them. To put this in perspective, that's 10 and that's 15 blocks. So right here is 28 blocks, and you think it is less than that to finish it. So 1 rocket, 2 rockets to get up here. I think that's probably about 40 layers. If I had to guess, I'd say that's probably about 40. But I have no way of actually knowing that. Going on if that's going to be good enough. We gotta reset up our filters again. We need our iron, we need our copper. Just, those are the only blocks I care about collecting also. Deep slate, clay, coal, copper, iron, gravel, and rooted dirt. Those are honestly the only ones we care to collect at all. Like lapis, we're just going to let despawn right on the ground. Same with all this cobble, diorite, granite, andesite, dirt, grass, you name it. All that's just staying right here. It's turning night again. Good lord. The nights are going by so quick. I'm looking through your more of a hands-on. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I think I would say 3 more pickaxes to get to the bottom. Roughly each pickaxe does like 6,000-ish blocks. So I feel like it will probably, like this is like another 18,000 blocks to dig down here. However many layers that is, obviously, but I think it's about 18,000 blocks. Maybe a little bit more, but I don't think that much more. Yeah, it is very hard to judge though, perspective wise, especially like looking up like that's probably like 60 or 70 blocks if I had to guess from the top there where we started to where we are now. I think it's probably like 110 blocks total here that we're going up and down. So not the biggest thing I've ever dug out, but you know, a medium-sized dig. Just a nice little medium-sized dig. We have we've been playing Minecraft for a very, very long time. Can I ask a question? How come people have followers only? You have to wait 3 months, and them only having 100 followers. It doesn't make sense on my end. Do you mean like the chat setting? Is that what you're referring to? Like where you can't chat if you are not a follower? My guess would be they got too many trolls, or they just don't know how to change the duration of time on it. Some people, they like stream without like really streaming. They're kind of like they want to be alone, but they want to stream in front of people. Is honestly what it feels like to me. But I am just speculating here. I don't know if that's, you know, for sure. But like even the bigger streamers, the most I've ever seen is like following for like an hour to be able to chat, or they just turn on subscriber only mode if they don't want to deal with all the trolls who are following and spamming racist or discriminating stuff. Yeah, I don't know. That is a weird way to run your channel, but to me that says that they probably want to be alone, but they want to stream what they're doing. So they don't want to interact with people, so by setting the duration to 3 months, they figure, well, no one's going to talk in my channel, and therefore I don't have to ever worry about it. Again, just completely speculating, but that's what I would say. I hear Enderman. They're in the lush cave. Understand much and do mod for people, and that's a very much introvert thing. Yes, 100%. 100%. Yeah, no, for sure. To each their own. Everyone wants to stream in, you know, whatever way that they are comfortable streaming, and like I get it. But maybe they feel like if they have it set that high and someone actually waits the 3 months to chat, they're like, wow, this is a loyal viewer. And then maybe they'll come out of their shell or something. I don't know. Don't know. Just purely speculation. I personally I don't think I'd ever turn that on. If I did, at most it would be like 12 minutes. Like if I just started getting hundreds of bot spammers and stuff and I didn't feel like banning each and every single one of them because I don't have my my auto mod set up at the moment. Oh, Jesus. Why? Why is that hole there? Okay. Just give me a minute. Let me recover. Gah. Okay. Okay. Not cool. Not cool. So here's the... Yeah, let's just seal this thing up, because that was not cool. Be gone. And then we'll seal this one up as well. If we want to dig it out, we can. If not, we'll leave it. But what the hell, man? That scared the crap out of me. Even though I have wings, sometimes I forget that I have wings, and because we play totemless here, if I forget to activate my wings, and fall far enough to die, we're dead. The world's gone. There is no second chance for us. It is just gone. So I do feel like I panic a little bit more now than I ever have before, purely because we don't have that second chance. And you see that we don't carry a shield. We don't carry a god apple. We don't carry potions. We don't even carry a water bucket. So we kind of just play very, very recklessly. And if the world dies, it does. We also don't carry a chess piece. It just occurred to me. So all of those factors make me a little bit more nervous than I typically would in hardcore. If I was allowed to carry a totem, I would not be nervous like at all. I'd be playing pretty reckless because I feel like with a totem, you're pretty much indestructible, which is not great. You don't play with elytras at all? I do, just because I build on such a scale that if you don't have them, it takes forever to do things. Like to pillar down or to jump down, then have to walk all the way back up, like get the point of view, fix 3 blocks, do it again. Like it takes so long to build that way. If it wasn't for that aspect, like if I had free cam installed, for example, I don't think I would need an elytra, really. I don't think I'd need it. You prefer it like that? Wow. The good old days. Yeah, that's fair. I remember when they first like introduced the elytra and you had to propel yourself with a bow. I thought that was like kind of quirky and like fun because you couldn't really fly large distances with it without like hurting yourself and having a lot of food. But the rockets definitely made it easier to gain resources and to build on much bigger scales, which I am very happy about. Yep, me too. I started playing Minecraft in alpha. We've been playing for, 15 years now, I think? We just had the 15th anniversary of Minecraft. The grass being puke green, you could make the indestructible slabs, you could make bedrock, you could do the god armor. Everything like that. Like, I still have old worlds, in fact, in which you have, like, the flame-proof wooden slabs, for example. They were 100% flame-proof, and you had to break them with a pickaxe. Like, I still have access to those. The armor where you could put every type of protection on your armor. Have all of that. The bedrock, the end portal frames, have all of that too in a different world. Not this world, but all crazy things that you could do. Well, we finally reached the freaking lush cave. It gave me a damn heart attack, but we've reached it. Is kind of nice, because that means we're getting close to the bottom of this sucker. Damn, look how much copper we're gaining. It's a lot of copper. Which is good, because that is what our roads are for. We build them out of copper slabs, so we do need a lot of copper, especially because I don't have a copper farm. I don't have any farms, to be exact. Like, this project started out as me supposed to go to the end and making an Enderman farm, and we failed on that front already. We have not gone there and made an Enderman farm. We've just been digging out the entrance to get to the end. And that's just kind of how we build, too. We don't really make farms unless absolutely necessary, and we usually take the hard way of everything. Which, you know, I'm not surprised, but we definitely do it. Hell, there were like a couple streams I did back in the day where I was placing like 1.2 million stone slabs, and people just were tuning in for like, I don't know, 10 days in a row. The wall done yet? The wall done yet? It's like, nah, man, we're only like a quarter of the way through this freaking wall. Which is kind of funny to me. Oh, we don't have coal yet. Hello. We didn't set up our filters this time, so now we have to do it in the end. 2015? Nice, nice. It's a pretty long time. It feels weird because I myself, because I've been playing so long, was a child when I started playing this game. I literally a teenager when I started playing, and now, you know, 15 years later, we are no longer a teenager. In 5th grade? Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Fifth grade. What was I playing in 5th grade? I think I was playing Tiberian Sun and Warcraft 3: The Frozen Throne or Diablo 2 in 5th grade. One of those 3, I think. It's funny. Yeah, Minecraft didn't even exist when I was in 5th grade, so that is it's crazy, actually. Actually crazy. We're gonna have to put the wall up here, I think. Which we should do sooner rather than later, just so we don't have to risk things shooting us. You broke your right arm? Nice. Shit's crazy, man. I don't know. Time has just been flying by. And I feel like at this point, it's not gonna stop. Distracted entirely by your stream. Which aspect? Me talking, me swinging my pickaxe, you know? In a good way or in a bad way? Alright, that's good. Alright, let's go put this down. Let's see, right here. So 1 block here. It's gonna be quite a bit we have to fill in here, I think. Working on huge project. Oh yeah, fair. Let's just do up into here, I suppose. And by sealing this in, we'll feel a little bit safer. Also, look how much clay is there. I want all of that. That's a lot of clay. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, let's just close this bad boy in. I don't know why I'm wasting the effort to do it, but I feel that it's going to benefit us in the long run, even if we have to tear it down at some point. But I guess we'll find that answer out very quickly here. But if we do, it's not that big of a deal because I am using a material that can be instant mined, so that should save us some kind of time. Well, yeah, maybe. Maybe is the answer. Because we do have channel reward points here where people are allowed, or not allowed, but are able to make me work on a project for longer, basically expanding the size of the project. So there's a chance that we'll have to dig all this out anyway because someone makes me expand it. Is what it boils down to, I think. There's always that chance. Let's get rid of cobble. We'll keep the andesite, and that way we can continue doing that. We'll keep the diorite. Just want to fill that in real quick, though. So at least for the moment, we are safe, and we don't have to worry about anything. So that will be okay. But there are many, many things that they can do. They could make us expand this project infinitely. If someone really wanted to, they had the channel points to do so. They could make us just continue expanding it. We expand it, they get enough points, they expand it again. We absolutely could have that happen. It hasn't yet, but it absolutely could at some point. What else we got to cover that? Okay, yeah, let's just do the whole wall here. Save us some time in the future. And potentially safeguard our sanity, too. If it's all closed in, we're much less likely to die. And lastly, we get some granite. There we go. Alright, perfect. Back to digging. We have gravel that we need to make room for. Okay. We're also getting to that layer where no more copper is spawning and we're starting to get gold spawning. So I guess we'll collect that, even though I don't really have a use for gold at this moment. I suppose we will collect it. Just keep going, man. So freaking many, though. So many blocks. Don't know why we put all this cobblestone here. Past me should have known better than to put cobblestone. We need to be able to insta-mine all of it. And the fact that we keep putting cobble slows down that process tremendously. Probably won't stop, but it keeps slowing down our progress tremendously. So we're down another layer. I think this got like, I don't know, 5 or 6 layers done before the pickaxe durability started to run out. 5 or 6, maybe. Oh, we're not gonna get coal anymore either, right? Yeah, we're not gonna get coal because we are now too far down for that. Let's go ahead, just dig our 1 block down. And we want that. We want that. Thank you. Wait, how can I make you can make mossy cobble with moss? I forgot about that. That's nice. That's very nice, actually. All right, let's go ahead, put our next pick in there, and let's drop off our crap. Get back up there. Keep it going. Gravel, 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 clay. Look how much copper we've got. Holy smokes. I think that's all the copper we will yield from this, but still, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Yeet. Let's sleep. Okay. Give me just a moment here. I need to take a quick break. Just stand up, get some stretches in, and refill my water real quick, and we'll be right back.